Good evening, everyone. Good to see all of you here. Tonight, you're going to have a wonderful time. This is the St. John's UCC Bell Choir, and they're going to play beautiful music for you. So enjoy.
Thank you. It is great to see all of you. We are happy and thrilled to be back here and really happy to be playing in front of an absolute packed house. That makes us really worth all the effort that we put in. So thank you for coming this evening. We're going to play a variety of music for you tonight, mostly holiday music and Christmas and Advent music, and give you a chance to participate with some singing and some sing-alongs. But we're going to get started on tonight with a actually rather serious piece, a hymn, which you probably all know. It is Well With My Soul. Now, I have a question for you. Does anybody know out here, is anyone familiar with the story, a true story, behind the piece, why it was written? Do you want to tell everybody?
This was written by a man. His wife and his 4 daughters were in transit across the Atlantic from England to the United States, or vice versa, I forget. And the boat that they were on was hit by another boat, and it split in 2. The 4 girls drowned in one part of the ship. The wife of this man was saved. It was a horrible tragedy, but they were people of deep faith, and after a while, they went on another journey across the Atlantic, and he said, I would like to see the place where my daughters died. And so the captain got the boat and took it over to the area where the boat had the mishap. And then, after that, this man had such a deep faith, he wrote, "It is well with my soul," which was amazing testimony that he had endured such a tragedy, but he said, "It is still well with my soul."
Thank you. It's just it's a beautiful hymn, but equally as beautiful an arrangement of that hymn for piano and handbells. And as we are going through tonight, I'd like to also let you know a little bit about our choir. As when we were introduced, we are here from in town, the St. John's Ringers from the St. John's UCC over on Broad and Prospect Street, just a hop, skip, and a jump from here. We have, gosh, I think this choir, I've lost track. What year was the 50th anniversary? Anybody remember what year that was? Okay, so the choir was organized in 1962 by Mr. Floyd Schlegel and has been continuing since, so a long, long time. So, as we go along tonight, I'll give you a little bit of information about the ringers and everything, the different techniques that you see to produce the sound, because you'll see some very interesting techniques coming up a little bit later on. I do want to acknowledge one of our ringers who, to be quite honest with you, on our last rehearsal, sight read that piece for us. She kind of stepped in at the last moment. We needed a ringer, and you're going to also hear her play flute a little bit. Kayla Basic is in the back corner, so thank you for jumping in for us, Kayla. Now, let's shift a little bit gears to some holiday music. You should have the sing-along music, and I don't think, unfortunately, it's all in the right order, but what I would like you to do is, could you turn to Hark the Herald Angels Sing? Hark the Herald. Do we need more copies? You guys need some copies? Are there more copies in the corner over there? Thank you, thank you. We need some up front. Thank you. Thank you so much.
She's getting it.
So we'll sing 2 verses of Hark the Herald Angels Sing, okay? And we'll give you a little bit of an introduction. I'll turn around and give you a cue when it's time to begin, okay? Hark the Herald. We are going to continue with an arrangement of another very, very well-known hymn, Jesus is Calling. And I told you that as we play through our concert here this evening, you're going to hear and see the choir members perform with some different techniques. And the beginning and the end of this piece of music demonstrates one of those techniques. We're not only going to ring the bells, okay, but if you watch carefully, especially over on this side, Andrea, go ahead. Okay. You'll see them use a mallet. Some of the mallets are rubber, some of them are felt-covered, yarn-covered mallets, depending on what bell they're ringing, to produce their sound. Okay? And they will hold their mallets up, and they'll vibrate. Okay? Now, the really neat thing about this piece, I won't spoil the surprise, but about halfway, 2/3 of the way through, the composer throws a twist in here, and you're going to hear another very well-known melody played along with Jesus is Calling. Very, very cleverly arranged how he got the two tunes to work together harmonically so that they're consonant and not producing any dissonances. And I'm sure you're going to know that tune. I won't spoil it for you. I'll let you listen to this. So this is Jesus is Calling. Thank you. And the other tune was Amazing Grace. Yep. Okay. Really neat idea how he combined those two. We are going to turn the program over. We're going to give the bell ringers a break for a second, and we have a very another talented flute player, Andrea Fowler, who is a Spanish teacher up at the high school, and I think you all know the woman behind the piano here as Barb Abel, who does some playing over here too. So Andrea is going to play O Little Town of Bethlehem with Barb. And choir, you may feel free to have a seat during this, okay? Whenever you're set, Andrea. Thank you, Andrea. That was lovely. We are going to continue with another bell selection, but before we do, I'd like to explain to you a little bit about the bells that we have up here. We have, actually, it's a little bit more than 5 octaves when you consider some of the, well, you can't really, you'll see some of them a little bit later. Randy, hold up one of those other big bells, please. It's a little bit, yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit big. About 5.5 octaves. We have a couple other down there that we need to keep, hopefully, getting some more, filling out that octave. But we're very fortunate that we have 2 complete sets of bells at our church. We use one set regularly for practice, and then we use this set of bells regularly when we ring in church and perform anywhere else. But I do want to also, Randy, could you ring one of those big chimes? Not the big one. Yeah, right there. Any one of those right. Yeah, that's good. We are, and you've heard the chimes throughout some of the pieces this evening, and I really want to take a moment to acknowledge one of the residents here at Moravian Hall Square, who is also a longtime member of our church, who very, very, very generously donated the entire set of chimes to our church. And Mary Ellen Becker is over there. So thank you, Mary Ellen, for your gift. And we add to it every now and then with a new chime and keep filling it out. So you're going to hear some chimes again on this next piece. Oh, Sing a Song of Bethlehem. So when we are singing a song of Bethlehem, I thought it would be very appropriate to follow this with your help and singing Silent Night. So if you could find Silent Night in your carols, and we'll sing 2 verses of Silent Night, and just like before, we'll give you a little bit of an introduction, okay? Just a real short little introduction, and then we'll sing 2 verses of Silent Night. Thank you. Now we are going to really get into some fun things and start to get to a little bit of some unusual things. We're going to bring Kayla back to play her flute, a flute solo along with bell choir. And this piece, how many of you are familiar with the piece Patapan? Willie, play your little drum. Yes. Okay. Well, this piece, kind of like Jesus is Calling, has a little bit of a twist to it. In that the classical composer Rameau wrote a piece called Tambourine. Now, when you look at that, you might think tambourine, but that's not what it means. Okay, tambourine is the French word for drum. So these 2 pieces, Patapan, Willie, play your little drum, and tambourine, which means drum, go very, very, very well together and are almost meant to be played together. Marie, since you do this a lot in this, could you give me a really couple good marks here? Yeah, you see how Marie will play, will hit the bell into there's foam under these tablecloths here, and it produces a very percussive sound, very much like a drum. And you're going to hear the choir, as we play throughout this, imitate the sounds of a drum. So this is Patapan. We are going to give the bell choir a brief break for a moment. We're going to hear from Andrea again, and this time on It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. So Andrea and Barb, whenever you're set. you are probably, I've been trying to show you some different ways we produce some sounds, and you are probably right now going to see the most unique way to produce a sound out of a handbell. How many of you have ever taken a wine glass and wet your fingers and you rub it around the rim and it produces a very singy sound? Yeah, we're going to do that with these bells, but we can't use our fingers, okay? That's why we wear gloves, okay, to protect the bells. So instead, if you look over at Randy and Diane and Marie and Luann and Barb over here, we're going to be doing that and making these bells sing by using a wooden dowel around the rim of the bell, and it produces an absolutely exquisite sound once it gets singing. Speaking of exquisite, this next arrangement is perhaps, of all of the handbell pieces that I've conducted, and I've lost track. I don't know if this is year 34 or 35 for me or something like that. I don't know anymore. But I know I've conducted a lot of handbell pieces, and this arrangement is probably in my top 3 of favorites of all times. When we were planning our Christmas Eve service way back in the summer, our pastor said something about, it's a little bit backward when we light the candles at the end of the service, a Christmas Eve silent service, to welcome the birth of Christ, and then we extinguish them right away. And that gave birth to an idea between myself, our organist, and our pastor, that our entire service is going to be centered around Silent Night. And we are going to be playing this in 2 days, in 48 hours from now. So it is an arrangement of Silent Night, and we thought, what better way than to welcome the birth of Christ into the world by starting the service with this, and then also ending the service with the singing of Silent Night. We're going to welcome Kayla back on here. We also are going to see something, again, a little bit unusual. Benton over here is going to be playing a bell tree with a mallet, okay, like you saw before, but he has bells suspended here so he can use multiple bells. So this is Cynthia Dobrinsky, unfortunately, is no longer with us. Cynthia Dobrinsky, her arrangements of handbell works are just second to none. And I think after you hear this, you will agree with that. Okay, so this is Silent Night. Isn't that just beautiful? I think there's just an absolutely gorgeous arrangement of that piece. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Kayla. Beautiful. And choir as well. Well played. Well played. I need you to help us out and with your voices again. If you would turn to "O Come All Ye Faithful." Yes. And we are going to do 2 verses of this, okay? And likewise, we're going to give you an introduction, okay? 2 verses, "O Come All Ye Faithful." Thank you. We are going to now feature, we have 3 more things for you this evening: a flute duet, a bell piece, and then a sending piece. We thought it would be a really appropriate thing, since both Kayla and Andrea have been playing throughout the night, if they could do something together. So here's O Come, Emmanuel. Thank you. Our final bell piece here this evening, if you will, is actually a medley of three well-known carols, okay? Christmas carols. The first is He is Born. The second, you're going to hear another gorgeous arrangement of Green Sleeves, What Child Is This, in the middle. And I think for the first time this evening, okay, you've heard the chimes interspersed with the bells playing along, but this is going to be the first time this evening when we get to Green Sleeves that you're going to hear the chimes by themselves, giving a totally new tone color to what you would be hearing. And then the medley itself concludes with a very, very exciting part of the March of the Three Kings. So this is our final bell piece. We'll have one more thing when we're done. Ring Noel is the title. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We hope that we brought some holiday joy to you this evening and that you enjoyed coming out and hearing our choir. I know we worked really hard learning this music, and unfortunately we were supposed to play a lot of what you heard a week ago on Sunday when it snowed, but church was canceled, so we didn't get a chance to play it until tonight. So thank you for coming out. Before we go, one big round singing of We Wish You a Merry Christmas for everybody, all right?
That was absolutely beautiful. Let's give them another round of applause.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Ready. Come over here.